Is reading a book a day good advice? If you were on YouTube from 2014 to 2016, you probably came across one of Tai Lopez's ads, which he advocates and recommends people to read a book a day.
What?
Now, is this advice actually good? What's up, Internet? My name is TridentLion, and welcome to this video. I'm sure by now you have a pretty good idea of what we're going to be discussing, so let's just get into it and talk about reading. For me, reading, specifically nonfiction books, has been very valuable in my life. You can learn almost any type of knowledge in a short amount of time, what took others years to learn. I find it super fun to perceive reading, similar to how in the movie The Matrix, Neo simply downloaded knowledge straight into his brain.
I know Kung Fu.
To answer the question whether or not reading a book a day is good advice, it will come down to the individual reader's goals, motives, and intentions for reading the book to begin with. This topic of conversation brings to mind the idea of quality versus quantity, as well as the discussion between the differences between informational knowledge versus applied knowledge. Is quantity really better? My instinct would say no. However, I can see through quantity, quality can come. Like how Michael Jordan missed thousands of shots before becoming a legend, through his quantity came quality. But we're not discussing basketball here. We're discussing reading books in order to improve your life. So what's more important, improving your life or reading books? It depends on the individual reader's intentions, motives, and goals. If the reader has a goal to create a book summary website/database, then reading a book a day is awesome advice. But most people don't want to do that. So let's say the reader's goal is to start an ice cream store business. Then reading a book a day may not be valuable advice because the reading will require much time away from the business itself, as well as family, health, and so on and so forth. Tai Lopez's advice is good. However, I find it to be very vague and should not be taken literal by everyone. I found that my reading sweet spot is to read a book a week. Unless the book is over 400 pages, if the book is over 400 pages, then I'll stretch the book goal to be read within like 2 weeks. But again, I have to emphasize the importance of considering the idea of quality versus quantity, even amongst reading each individual book. If you're reading a book that's 700 pages filled with repetitive, boring, invaluable information, then you are wasting your time. I have read books that were less than 200 pages, but were 10 times the value of other books that I read, which had over 500 pages. So make a point to take into consideration what your goals are, what are your motives and intentions before even beginning reading the book. That way you can go into the book with the right frame of mind, where you are seeking to extract the most valuable knowledge out of it for you. The worst thing to do with reading a lot of books is to just fill up your brain with a lot of information disguised as knowledge. What sounds more valuable to you? Information or knowledge? Knowledge, right? Well, this should be the goal when it comes to reading. How can you incorporate the knowledge you are acquiring from reading the book into your life to make some sort of improvement? If you just read and read and read and read, but don't actually do anything different in your life, then reading becomes classified as entertainment. Which, there's nothing wrong with being entertained. In fact, I've said it in one of my other videos on the 3 positive takeaways of playing video games. There's nothing wrong with being entertained and having fun in life. Just be sure to avoid neglecting priorities in your life. If you neglect your priorities and focus primarily on entertaining yourself, then it can lead to suffering. Now, if you've been through periods where you've entertained yourself more than focused on your priorities, you are not alone. I have been guilty of this from time to time myself. I work a full-time job and have a family of 2 kids which I attend to. Lately, being so tired of work and family time all day, I've been entertaining myself in excess by playing Overwatch with friends as well as binging on Stranger Things. Shows and movies is rare for me, but gaming has always been my preferred style of escape and form of entertainment. Now we're coming to the end of 2017. It's time for me to get back aligned with my priorities and goals and focus less on entertainment. I'm calling November and December grind season, so expect more blogs and videos before the new year. So now let's take a moment to recap this video and leave you with some valuable takeaways. Read to learn more, to grow, to become better. Don't read just to read, unless it is your preferred style of escape, and do that as long as you're not neglecting your priorities. If you don't know what you want, then read more books on self-awareness, as well as put yourself out there and try different things. You learn what you like by trying things that you think you like and then discovering that you actually don't like it. So for example, if you're thinking that you want to become a singer, stop talking about it. Instead, go out there and sing. Read books about singing, take lessons, and by you taking action, you can either realize that it's not for you, or you will be making the proper steps forward towards improving your life situation. Don't fear failure or fear figuring out if your dream is not for you. It is better to go for it and fail than to sit on the sidelines, always contemplating what your life would be like if only you pursued your interest and your curiosity. Now I feel this video has turned into a little bit of a ramble, but I hope that this video has been valuable for you and you were able to perceive the advice of reading a book a day more effectively now. I would love to hear your opinions on this topic. Comment below what your thoughts are. If you are new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button, as well as follow me on Instagram at TridentLion. Currently, I am most active on those two social platforms, Instagram and YouTube. And thanks again for checking out this video, and until the next one, remember to always be learning, always be creating, and always be inspired.
We're cast away on this open plain. My heart beats in vain. Stolen by the sea and the stars. I can't stay just in one place. So break away from your chains.